We're live. Good morning. Happy football Sunday. It's week 8. It's already kicked off. Broncos, Jaguars. As ugly of a game as we could have imagined. Did anybody else know that Jaguars Broncos was on ESPN Plus only? Am I the only one that didn't know that? It seems like nobody knew, to be honest with you. I woke up, about to flip on the game, and it's on ESPN Plus only. But if there's a game that we can't watch because it's on ESPN Plus only, this is the game to miss. Sounds like it's been ugly, as expected. Broncos offense has not improved at all. Sounds like they may be featuring Jerry Jeudy. I know he got in the end zone. But to be honest, I haven't really been following the game too much. Just leave Nathaniel Hackett in London, should we? Should we just leave Nathaniel Hackett in London? Just keep him there and just say, you're done? Find your own ride home? That's what I would do. That would be hilarious, by the way. Do it. We don't need him. They don't need Nathaniel Hackett. Like, what are they getting from him? Nothing. He's supposed to be, they hired him because he was the offensive coordinator in Green Bay. He didn't call the plays, by the way, but he was the offensive coordinator. And the worst part of the Broncos is their offense. After they just invested $200 million and a bunch of draft picks to get Russell Wilson. Leave that dude in London. Leave both of them in London. Hackett and Russell Wilson. And yet, last I knew, they had the ball with a chance to win the game at the end. 3 minutes ago, right before we went live. Anybody want to keep me updated on Broncos, Jaguars? But yeah, we got questions coming in on TikTok already. Let's get to them. Is DK gonna play? Yeah, it sounds like he's playing. Which is a shock. A shock to me. That's a shock. I was not expecting that. I mean, the dude was carted off with a knee injury in week 7, a week ago. And it sounded like he was gonna miss multiple weeks at least. And here we are. Now, I'm not trusting him. So Denver just took the lead. Is that true? Wow. So much for leaving Nathaniel Hackett in London. I forget what I was saying. Knox or Freiermuth? Yeah, I think we go Freiermuth there. Yeah, I do have Freiermuth ranked ahead. DK or Deontay? Yeah. Oh, so that is what I was talking about. I was talking about DK Metcalf. I'm not trusting him too much this week. If I don't have to play DK Metcalf, obviously we know his upside. We know his ceiling if he is 100%, which we know he's not 100%. But if he's anything close to it, if he can play to his normal level, we know what his ceiling is. But then again, we could also see, what we saw from T. Higgins a few weeks ago when he was coming off that ankle injury. He plays, he starts, and then a quarter into the game, he's on the sideline. He doesn't come back in the game. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen with DK Metcalf. So if I have a decent option, if I have a decent option outside of DK Metcalf, that's what I'm doing. So this guy just keeps saying the same thing over and over and over again in the chat, like I haven't seen it 6 times already. I don't get why people do that. So Tyler Lockett or Jacoby Myers? Lockett's also got his own injury. So I am leaning slightly Tyler Lockett, but I did move him down the rankings a little bit from where I originally had him. But yeah, I still like Lockett over Myers this week, especially because Metcalf may be not 100%, maybe limited. Alec Pierce, Garrett Wilson, or Josh Reynolds? Hold on 1 second. Alec Pierce, Amon-Ra, DeAndre Hopkins, pick 2. Or that's I'm assuming that's Dameon Pierce, actually. We'll say it's Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce, Amon-Ra, Hopkins. Man, I really don't want to sit Hopkins there. I really don't want to sit Dameon Pierce either. So you know what? I think I'd start the wide receivers. But those are all good options. Najee Harris or Malik Willis. So I'm guessing this is super flex. Oh, that's tough. Well, normally I would play Malik Willis. I mean, it's not like you're getting much from Najee. Malik Willis, he's got the rushing upside, and I expect that he's going to do a lot of that since everything we've seen from him as a passer back in preseason and everything has not been good. So I think Malik Willis runs a lot today. He may outrush Najee Harris. So yeah, I'm playing Malik Willis in the super flex spot. Wandale or DJ Moore. DPJ. That one's a good one too. See, those are the questions that I actually like. I get a lot of questions like, oh, should I start AJ Brown or Devontae Adams? Like, who fucking cares? These are the real leagues right now where we have to make a decision between Donovan Peoples-Jones and Wan'Dale Robinson. So I'm looking at my rankings right now. I have Donovan Peoples-Jones ranked 2 spots ahead of Wan'Dale Robinson. Now, if you're looking for a nice ceiling play, I think that's Donovan Peoples-Jones. This is the guy that could go out and score and receive 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. Whereas Wan'Dale Robinson is more likely to get you 5 catches for 52 yards. So if you want that nice floor, I'd say Wan'Dale Robinson. If you're looking for the ceiling, I think that's Donovan Peoples-Jones. Donovan Peoples-Jones is one of the best stashes right now. He's still available on a lot of waiver wires because he's only had a couple weeks where he's been startable. But Deshaun Watson's coming back. Deshaun Watson, the countdown is on. He's coming back. And Donovan Peoples-Jones is going to be a major beneficiary of Deshaun Watson returning. He's already getting targets and air yards. And now they're going to be more efficient and they're going to be throwing him more with a better quarterback. Donovan Peoples-Jones is one to stash for the fantasy playoffs if you can. Deontay Foreman or Devin Singletary? I think we got to go Foreman. I think we can trust. I know the Bills obviously have the much better offense. But Foreman, without Chuba Hubbard, I think we can trust his role, the touches that he's going to get a lot more than Devin Singletary. I can see Devin Singletary getting 12 touches and Deontay Foreman getting 25, 28 touches. So it is close. I have them ranked close, but I would go Foreman. Andy Dalton or Kyler Murray? We got to go Kyler Murray. Pickens or Garrett Wilson? So I know Corey Davis is out today, which is great news for Garrett Wilson, but they're also going against the Patriots and Zach Wilson's his quarterback. So I do slightly like George Pickens. I have him, again, 2 spots higher than Garrett Wilson. He could end up seeing a decent amount of Patrick Surtain, but he may also be able to take advantage when Patrick Surtain is on Claypool, when Patrick Surtain is on Deontay Johnson. That may open up things for George Pickens. And then we pray for a Chase Claypool trade, and it's wheels up for George Pickens rest of the season. Foreman or Swift? No, we got to go with a better player. We're going to go DeAndre Swift. Amari Cooper or DJ Moore? Give me Amari Cooper. Devontae Smith or Chris Olave. I absolutely love Chris Olave this week. So that's where I'm going. I'm going to go Olave there. Simon on YouTube, he's asking to sit one of these running backs. DeAndre Swift, Ramondre Stevenson, Raheem Mostert, Dameon Pierce. I swear sometimes these types of questions, they don't really care my answer. They just want to brag how good their running back group is. Swift, Stevenson, Mostert, Pierce. This dude's loaded. Yeah, so I love Raheem Mostert this week. I love Mostert. I really love Stevenson as well this week. So it comes down to Swift or Pierce. I think Lions, Dolphins could turn into a real nice shootout. Lions coming from behind, scoring a bunch of points, checking down to the running back in comeback mode. I think it could be a nice Swift day. Jamal Williams fumbled last week. And after the game, Dan Campbell said, if you can't hang onto the ball, then you can't play for us. So that could mean that Jamal Williams has less of a role. He eats into Swift's role even less than he normally would. So I like Swift there. So I guess we're benching Dameon Pierce. But all top 20 running backs this week. So you're really in good shape no matter who you play. For me, I would sit Pierce. Simon follows up with another question here. Pickens or banged up Tyler Lockett? And I still have to stick with the banged up Tyler Lockett because it sounds like he's fine. He's going to be good to go. I know he's technically a game time decision, I think, last I heard. But everything's pointing to he is going to be back. Or not back, but he's going to be fine. He's going to be on the field. And Pickens, we was I just talking about Patrick Surtain earlier with going against the Steelers? I was thinking Broncos. And what I meant to say was Darius Slay, not Surtain. Darius Slay was who I meant to be talking about. Either way, great stud corners. But anyway, I'm going Lockett over Pickens. Bear with me. It's early. I don't know. I'm off today, I think. Yeah, so I'll go Lockett there. Pickens or Curtis Samuel? I think we got to go Curtis Samuel. Olave, Lamb, or Stevenson? Wow. These are all great options. I think we have to go Stevenson. CeeDee Lamb against the Bears. I'm not worried about like the Bears defense, but I'm worried about how good the Cowboys offense is going to play against the Bears offense. I mean, how good the Cowboys, it's too early for this. How good the Cowboys defense is going to play against the Bears offense, which is going to keep points down, which is going to de-incentivize the Cowboys from having to throw the ball a ton, which obviously is going to limit the ceiling that we're going to get from CeeDee Lamb. So I'd give the slight edge there to Ramondre Stevenson over CeeDee Lamb. Anyone got a Broncos Jaguars update for me? Last I saw, someone gave me an update. It was 21-17 Broncos had just taken the lead. Someone hit me with an update. Dak, Kirk, or Goff? I think we got to go Kirk Cousins. I really like Kirk Cousins this week. Going against Arizona. Yeah, I got Kirk ranked ahead of those guys. I have him and Dak as a QB1 this week. And then Goff, he's my QB14. 21-17 finals, so the Broncos ended up winning that game, huh? Damn, I was really, really hoping that they were just going to lose. They were going to fire Nathaniel Hackett, leave his ass in London, get your own ride home. It's disappointing. Foreman, Eno, or Carter? Give me Eno Benjamin. We saw what he did last week with that role. Dude's good. Catches passes. They may be playing from behind. There may be a lot of points scored in that game. The Vikings-Cardinals, I think that's one of these games that could shoot out. What do I do with Melvin Gordon? Yeah. Well, he did take back the backfield last week. Mike Boone is on IR, which is great. Well, sorry, I love Mike Boone, but if you have Melvin Gordon, it's great for you as far as fantasy football. So that's going to help. And like I said, Melvin Gordon regained the lead in the Broncos backfield last week. He had a 51% snap share. Latavius Murray, I know he looked decent in his first game as a Bronco, but it's still Latavius Murray. So I think when it all checks out, Melvin Gordon, he's the better running back. I don't know what the snap share was today. I don't know how they played this morning. I have no idea. But those are my thoughts on Melvin Gordon. I'll have to look at the game log after, but start 2. Pierce, Cook, Wandale. I'm assuming that's supposed to be Wandale Robinson, 3rd, or Mostert. This question makes no sense. Start 2. Pierce, Cook, Wandale, or Mostert. Well, I love Mostert. I like Cook. So we're going to go Mostert and Cook. But that's a poorly written question. Renfro or Myers? Give me Myers. Absolutely give me Jacoby Myers all day. Foreman, Eno, or Michael Carter? Didn't we just answer that question? Eno Benjamin? Cooper or McLaurin? We're going to Amari Cooper. Tonyan, Jawan Johnson, or Schultz? Give me Schultz. Walker. I don't know. Ask the question again. Cooks, Pickens, or Myers? Give me Jacoby Myers. Eno Benjamin or DK Metcalf? Ooh. So obviously normally we'd say DK Metcalf, but I'm worried he's going to be limited today, so I'm going to play Eno Benjamin over DK Metcalf. Miles Sanders or Deontay Foreman? Give me Miles Sanders. Goff or Daniel Jones? That's a good one. Let's see. We got Daniel Jones ranked ahead of Jared Goff. Yeah, I like Daniel Jones. Seahawks defense is not good. Seahawks offense is good. So there could be some points scored in this game, which could force the Giants to drop back with Daniel Jones a little bit more often than turning around and handing it to Saquon. So that's going to give him opportunities to not only throw the ball, but to run. And that's where Daniel Jones gets his points, is from his running game. So I like Daniel Jones there. I do like Goff this week because I think that game could also be a shootout. The Dolphins offense against the Lions defense could force the Lions to be playing from behind. Lots of pass attempts, lots of points. We've seen that Lions offense do that in the past. So pick 2 to start. Here we go. Fix the question. Dameon Pierce, Dalvin Cook, Kenneth Walker, and Raheem Mostert. Okay, so we're definitely starting Kenneth Walker. And I think we're going to go Mostert over Dalvin Cook. Crazy enough, right? Isn't that crazy? That's insane. But I love Raheem Mostert this week. Lions defense. We just talked about how bad the Lions defense is. And the Dolphins have a good offense. So yeah, I have Mostert ranked ahead of Dalvin Cook this week. And I think we have to roll with Kenneth Walker. He's a top 5 option this week. Ramondre, Swift, or Tony Pollard? Ramondre, Swift, or Tony Pollard? Give me Pollard. Give me Tony Pollard there. It's Tony Pollard week. Zeke is out. He's out. Finally get a Pollard week. Let's hope that they actually take advantage of it and don't keep him in a backfield split. Wheels up for Tony Pollard. We're playing him as a top 10 running back this week. I'm on Ross St. Brown or A.J. Brown. Give me A.J. Brown. Should I flex Brian Robinson or Curtis Samuel? I'd go Curtis Samuel. I'd go Curtis Samuel. Isaiah McKenzie or DK Metcalf. All right, that's where we draw the line. I think we still have to go Metcalf there. We know what his ceiling is. I'm worried he's going to be limited, but I'd still start him over Isaiah McKenzie. Should I trade Dak, Etienne, and Thielen from Mahomes and Swift? Yeah, I'm cool with that. I think Swift and Etienne are. I think actually Etienne is going to be better for you than Swift, but the upgrade from Mahomes to Dak this year, the quarterbacks are actually making a difference in fantasy football. I think that would work out. I think I'm fine with that. Yeah. Stevenson or Cook? Yeah, we're gonna go Dalvin Cook there. Goddard or Juwan Johnson? Come on now. Don't get fooled by the 2 touchdown game from Juwan Johnson. Goddard is the answer. McLaurin or Jones for flex? Is this Aaron Jones? I'm assuming Aaron Jones. Yeah, we'll go to Aaron Jones over Terry McLaurin, but let me know if that wasn't Aaron Jones. George Pickens or Drake London? Give me George Pickens, I guess. I can't play. I know I love Drake London. Whenever they have a decent quarterback, they actually throw the ball, he's going to be a fucking monster. Until then, I can't trust a guy in an offense that throws the ball 17 times a game. I just can't do it. I can't do it. So I guess we have to go Pickens there. Do you think Montgomery can get like 8 or 9 points? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Tough matchup. Yeah, he can definitely get you 8 or 9 points for sure. Thoughts on Wan'Dale Robinson? Wan'Dale Robinson, his role is ascending significantly. He came back from his injury in week 6. I think he played about 23% of the snaps, ran about 34% of the routes. Then last week, he came back, he played a ton of the snaps, and he ran a route on 78% of the dropbacks. That's a big jump. And now Dan Bellinger's out. I know he's the tight end, but he was a guy that was starting to get some opportunities in the middle of the field, which is where Wan'Dale Robinson is operating as the slot guy. So Bellinger's out of there. That opens up the middle of the field all for Wan'Dale Robinson. I don't think he's like this big ceiling guy. He's not going to be making big plays, big chunk plays, but he's going to get volume. He's going to get those underneath targets, and he's good after the catch. And he's versatile. We saw that at Kentucky and Nebraska. So, yeah, I like Wan'Dale Robinson. I think he's a flex play this week. Wide receiver, low end wide receiver 3, high end wide receiver 4, and he's ascending. Josh Reynolds or Tyler Boyd? Give me Tyler Boyd. Pollard or Mostert? I think they're both top 10 running backs this week, but I'm gonna give a slight edge to Pollard. Slight edge to Pollard, but it's close. I love them both this week. Love them both. I love Raheem Mostert this week. I'm also starting Goff and St. Brown, but you'd still go Boyd. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. I don't remember what that's in reference to. Ayuk, Carter, Eno Benjamin at the flex. Give me Eno Benjamin. I think he has the role that we can be the most confident in. Campbell, Dawson, or Khalif Raymond. That's Khalif Raymond. You're mixing Josh Reynolds and Khalif Raymond together. Which I do like those secondary options for the Lions this week. Could be a lot of points in that game. Playing them in some DFS lineups this week. I don't trust Paris Campbell with Sam Ehlinger at quarterback because he was where he was getting his points over the last few weeks was on those short intermediate passes from Matt Ryan. He was getting a lot because of the passing volume. They're not going to have that high passing volume this week. They're not going to let Sam Ehlinger drop back 40, 50 times like Matt Ryan was doing. And when he does drop back, he's going to be much more likely to take off and run with it because of his athleticism compared to Matt Ryan, which takes away some of those check down options, those underneath passes that Paris Campbell is getting. So I do not trust Paris Campbell at all with Sam Ehlinger. I need to see it before I feel comfortable putting him out there. Dawson Knox, he's a decent low-end tight end one option. So I think if I have to, I'm actually going to play Khalif Raymond in that question. Crazy enough. Eno Benjamin or DJ Moore? Give me Eno Benjamin. But I think DJ Moore is back. Taysom Hill or Najee? Come on. Don't do that. We're going to go Najee. I don't think that's an insane question. I don't think it's insane. Najee's been so disappointing. And he's got a tough matchup against the Eagles. But I'm still going Najee. Dalton or Rodgers? I think we still have to go Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Jones or Eno Benjamin? Give me Aaron Jones. Jalen Hurts or Dak Prescott? Come on. Jalen Hurts. Why should I start Eno Benjamin over DJ Moore? Well, the running back position is, we can trust the running back position for touches compared to DJ Moore at wide receiver because the coaches can say, hey, we're going to get the ball to Eno Benjamin. We're going to hand it off to him. Whereas the quarterback has to decide, I'm going to throw the ball to DJ Moore. It's PJ Walker at the quarterback for Carolina. How many times are they really going to drop back with PJ Walker? I know it went well last week. But Eno Benjamin is in much more confident in his role that he's going to get the amount of touches that he's going to need to score a decent amount of fantasy points, as opposed to DJ Moore, who we have to rely on PJ Walker to get him the football. I do like DJ Moore this week. I don't hate him. But that's where I would go. I'd go Eno Benjamin. Burrow or Cousins? We're going Burrow. Adams or McCaffrey at flex? Give me Devontae Adams. Henderson, Montgomery, or Foreman? Which one should I sit? I would sit Henderson. Swift or Mostert? Give me Mostert. I sat ETN for Pollard. Sorry. For what it's worth, I have Pollard ranked one spot ahead of ETN, but they're both top 10 running backs this week, so I don't know why you would have had to sit ETN. But yeah, hey, Pollard could still have a great game. Pollard could absolutely have a great game. Henderson or Renfro? I guess we'll go Henderson. TJ Hawkinson or Kittle? Give me Kittle. Come on. Kittle. No flex in my league. Other running back is Saquon. Yeah. My advice would be next year, find a new league. More flex spots, the better. Jawan Johnson or Taysom Hill? I think we have to go Taysom Hill there. Drake London or Allen Robinson in PPR? I think we have to go Drake London. Van Jefferson's back, which is only going to hurt Allen Robinson even more. Ayuk Pickens or Thielen. Give me Brandon Ayuk with Debo out. I'll go Ayuk there. Henderson or Singletary. I'd go Singletary. Tua or Kyler. Let's go Kyler Murray. Swift or Mostert. We're going to go Mostert. Mostert's going to be the answer to pretty much any question this week. I love Raheem Mostert in week 8. Lions. Eat them up. Henderson or Jamal Williams. Give me Darrell Henderson. Carter or Singletary. Yeah, let's go Michael Carter. I'm not worried about James Robinson eating into his work at all this week. He'll probably get a few touches, but he's only been with the team for 5 days. So give me Michael Carter. He's going to get some check down options. Yeah, we'll go Carter there. Pollard or Mostert. I would go Pollard there, but that's where I have him ranked. But I'm starting just in my gut right now. I want to say Mostert. I'm more confident in Mostert this week. I really am. I might change the ranking. Give me Mostert. Pickens or Wan'Dale Robinson? Yeah, I guess we go Pickens. That's another one, though. That's really close. Herbert or Brian Robinson? We gotta go Brian Robinson. Freiermuth or Taysom Hill? I'll go Freiermuth. We're also going Freiermuth over Kyle Pitts. Pick 2 between Jonathan Taylor, Deontay Foreman, Ramondre Stevenson, Michael Carter. We're gonna go Jonathan Taylor. We're gonna go Ramondre Stevenson. Amari Cooper or Tyler Boyd? Let's go Amari Cooper. Pickens or Dobbs? Give me Pickens. Dak or Geno? I think we gotta go Geno. Give me Geno. Tua or Burrow? Yeah, I had this question last night on last night's show. And I have them ranked back to back, quarterback 5 and quarterback 6. I have Burrow ranked ahead. But that one's a toss up. I think we're gonna go Burrow though. I think he's more likely. We're gonna go Burrow there. I had a hard time with that question last night too. That's how they have him ranked. That's what I'm gonna do. Both great options though. Pollard or Walker? We got to go Kenneth Walker. In a non-PPR, let's bench one of these guys. Najee Harris, Tony Pollard, Ramondre Stevenson, and Dameon Pierce. Easy answer, Najee Harris. Sit his ass on the bench. Swift or Ramondre? Give me Ramondre Stevenson. Swift or Goff and Superflex? We're going to go Goff there. Taysom Hill or Gesicki? I don't want to say Taysom Hill, but I think that's the answer. I hate it. Anti-Taysom Hill. But we have to go Hill over Gesicki. Should I start Benjamin? I would. Against the Vikings. James Conner's still out. He's got the passing game work locked in. Could be a lot of points scored in that game. I like Benjamin. DeAndre Hopkins or Jonathan Taylor? Give me Jonathan Taylor. McCaffrey or Pollard? I think we got to go Pollard still. Although I do have McCaffrey ranked one spot ahead of Tony Pollard. They're both top 7 options. I have McCaffrey RB6, Pollard RB7. Just flip a coin on that one, to be honest with you. They're both fantastic options. Gesicki or Hawkinson? Give me Hawkinson. Dalvin Cook or Dameon Pierce? Dalvin Cook. Do I start Dobbs or Antonio Gibson? I'm going to go Antonio Gibson there. Do I start Brandon Cooks, Drake London, or DK Metcalf? Oh, man, I do not want to trust DK Metcalf this week. But I also don't want to start Brandon Cooks over him either. I have very little confidence in Brandon Cooks. And who is the other option? Let's see if I can find the question. Drake London. Yeah, I think we got to go DK Metcalf and hope and pray that he gets close to his normal role. Brian Robinson or Darrell Henderson. Give me Robinson. Freiermuth or Higbee. I'd go Higbee. Michael Carter or Brandon Cooks. Give me Carter. Devontae Smith or Olave. Chris Olave. Chris Olave. Chris Olave is the truth. We're also going to take Chris Olave over Michael Pittman. Olave has been productive with both Jameis and Andy Dalton. He gets a ton of air yards, ton of targets. No Michael Thomas, no Jarvis Landry. I love Olave. Ayuk or Wan'Dale Robinson. Give me Brandon Ayuk, especially with no Eno Benjamin. Is A.J. Dillon a drop? He's been wildly disappointing, for sure. And Aaron Jones seems to have a pretty good hold on that backfield. And even when Dillon's played, he hasn't been that great. With that said, I would hang on to him. Because if anything happens to Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon has that backfield to himself. And I know it's the Packers offense and it's disappointing. But it's still a good running back and a good role. Yeah, I'm not dropping A.J. Dillon. Tua or Rodgers. This is Tua for sure. London, Schultz, or Rondale Moore. Man. Schultz is injured, but he's playing. Drake London is fantastic, but his quarterback throws 10 times a game. And Rondale Moore got bumped to the outside. Who the hell plays a 5'7" wide receiver on the fucking outside? When DeAndre Hopkins returned last week. So his roles just went, which is really disappointing because I thought because he was playing in the slot, he's going to be fine because DeAndre Hopkins is going to play on the outside. That didn't happen. Yeah, they put Hopkins in the slot. Yeah, I guess, man. London, Rondale Moore. Shit, I forgot the other one. Yeah, I guess we have to go Drake London there. But I don't love it. Hopkins or Olave. Let's go Hopkins, but I love them both this week. CeeDee Lamb or A.J. Brown. Let's go A.J. Brown. Gibson or Jamal Williams. Let's go Antonio Gibson. I've been loving the role that Gibson's been having. If he can't get the carries, at least he's getting the receptions. Finally, right? Finally. Keep playing him over J.D. McKissic, please. Travis Etienne went off today. Yeah, we love Travis Etienne. I came on here after week 2, and I said, go buy Travis Etienne. The dude was essentially a rookie. Of course, he's going to split the backfield the first couple of weeks. Coming off an injury, first 2 NFL games. It took time, but he finally took over that backfield, and then I said, sayonara, James Robinson. Yeah, it was great to see. I didn't get to watch the game because it's on ESPN Plus, so unfortunately I missed it. But yeah, I saw Etienne get in the end zone, and yeah, we love Etienne. Ayuk or Eno Benjamin, half PPR. I think we'll go Ayuk there. Man, that one's tough. Let's see where we have these guys ranked against each other. And what is it? Half PPR? Is that what we said? Half PPR. Wow. I do like Eno Benjamin this week, but then Ayuk. With no Debo, that's nice. But then how much is McCaffrey going to play this week? How much is he going to eat into the passing game work? Let's see. So I'm using the start sit tool on yardsperfantasy.com. Shows where I have these guys ranked against each other. So I plugged in Brandon Ayuk and I plugged in Benjamin. If you want to use this tool for yourself, it's just yardsperfantasy.com/start-sit. It's a fantastic tool. And it's extremely close, but it gives a slight edge to Benjamin. Hurst or Schultz? Let's go. Well, I think we have to like Hurst a little bit more than normal, right? Because of Jamar Chase being out. Schultz is banged up. I might go Hurst there. Pitts or Schultz? I'm going Schultz over Pitts. Taysom Hill or Dawson Knox at tight end. This is where I draw the line. I'm going Dawson Knox. Start Daniel Jones or Geno Smith. I'm going to go Geno Smith. And looks like it's time for kickoff. 12:59. It's time. It's time. So I'll be back live on Wednesday afternoon. Usually we do around like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll talk all the ads, drops, buys, and sells that you should be making before week 9. It's going to be a big week. Week 9 has 6 teams on a bye. So there's going to be a lot we're going to have to talk about. So join me for that. Subscribe to the Yards Per Fantasy YouTube channel. Check out my rankings at yardsperfantasy.com. Download the Yards Per Fantasy app. Use our trade calculator, start sit tool, rankings, articles, everything you need to dominate fantasy football. And it was 100% free. Thanks, guys.